It's week 2 of the 2025 season, and it's a battle for bragging rights between Ohio's two teams. It's the Browns and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they can be well set up for the rest of the year.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it, and sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Here we go.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You look at this Browns defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a short gain here down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerry Judy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
11, Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
42.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Gun. Got.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the offense trots back out, ready for this next drive. And there's the running back, Cam Akers. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
And quickly they get to the line. From the gun on third, Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for...
And he caught it up! And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Again, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Gun. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Right back to Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
This is the tight end, Njoku. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. To throw is Watson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Off the option, here's Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the first. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it with Akers. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Now Watson. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Cam Akers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
Here we go.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the visiting Ravens who were able to come in and take this one on the road. Lamar Jackson, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Anthony Richardson, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Justin Fields, a touchdown pass in the victory. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A give up the middle to Akers. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Touchdown! David Njoku. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. Now Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and a yard. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On one, right? Here we go. Stop. What is that?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 11 minus 12. 12.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Here we go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd
Stop.
and 6.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. On 4th down, Watson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Back to throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. On the give, this is Akers. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Buying time to his left. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Akers. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Cam Akers, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's loose at the 40. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off the option, here's Akers. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. The handoff to Ford up the middle. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now 3rd down and 7. Now Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they run the option on second down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Browns, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.